UC Davis Picnic Day is coming up right around the corner, and this year the UC Davis Majorettes are going to be hitting the stage.
Sakura Gray is in Davis meeting the team this morning. Hey, Sack Attack.
Good morning. Well, you know I love to join a dance team, and this morning I'm joining the UC Davis Majorettes. Now, they are going to be the new faces on the block for UC Davis's Picnic Day. If you've ever been to Picnic Day before, you know how massive that parade is, and it's kicking off tomorrow at 10:15. This is the performance you'll be able to see from the Majorettes as they lead the charge in the parade. And this is their first time being in the parade, which is such an honor. But on top of that, this is not their first rodeo. I'm joined this morning with our student advisor, Shariel, this morning. Okay, so Shariel, tell us a little bit about this team. You guys are new, but this is not your first performance. You've done plenty of them.
So our main goal was to build a bigger community, more so a black community for our young ladies on campus. So when the girls came to me, they said that they wanted to dance, but they wanted to do something more so create a legacy, something that's going to be here forever. And we just figured out the calendar, practices, booked performances, did things off campus, and then now we're here.
So tell us a little bit about the Majorette style, because, you know, we've seen plenty of dance teams on campus, but Majorettes is pretty specific. What are you guys bringing to the table here?
So we are HBCU inspired. So what we're bringing to the table is just energetic, just special, something dynamic, explosive, and different, because you don't see Majorettes pretty much in California.
Right, so you're bringing the flair to the West Coast here. We've also got Coach Nye joining us this morning. So Coach, tell us a little bit about how this journey all started for you. Tell us about how you became the coach to this team.
Yeah, so I used to dance myself at San Francisco State University for about 4 years. I went from just being on the team, I went from captain, I went from coach and tail. So I had a pretty good journey at San Francisco State myself, and they honestly found me and they were like, hey, we know that you used to dance, and like we loved the way that you dance, and they brought me on as part of their coach. So yeah.
And it's great because you've been in their shoes, right? You know what it's like to be a majorette, and watching you guys perform throughout the course of the morning, it's really interesting to watch all the different cues because you really follow the leader. The leadership is so important to know which dance you're doing, which 8 count to jump in on. Tell us a little bit about this team in particular because it's small but mighty.
Yes, we are small but mighty. So these girls, we have 2 founders already on here, and they basically did the foundation for this team. They came with great energy, and honestly when I came, it was more just like putting everyone together than like teaching them dance. They already know how to dance already, so it was just like, how can we make you guys look at a team instead of as individuals? And so these girls, they're already locked in as friends outside of this team, and so they bring that energy to practice, and you can just feel it every time they dance. Like they come as a team, they show up as a team everywhere they go. Even if they're not dancing, they're still that team. They have that foundation already outside of dance, and I love that for them.
And you might have seen them perform at plenty of basketball games throughout the season. It was a busy season for you guys. Shariel, just lastly, tell us about some upcoming performances beyond Picnic Day that we can expect to see these girls at.
Yeah, so we will be at the spring football kickoff. That's April 26th, I believe, from 2 p.m. to 6. They will be performing in the stands. We also have Black Family Day, which is May 24th, here on the quad at UC Davis. And we're doing a few campus things like EAOP, a performance, and just cultural center stuff.
Well, we're so proud of this team, and they continue to grow. They actually had auditions recently, so the team is getting even bigger. So if you're coming out to UC Davis Picnic Day, keep an eye out for these wonderful performers.
So fun. Also, I remember Picnic Day when I was in college. Thank God there was no social media back then. But we had a good time. So I'm happy to see it that it's making
I'm also just thinking, first, like I could even dance like that, but how winded I would be if I danced for as long as they have been. They haven't stopped.
Non-stop.
Yeah,
I love it.
good. Yeah.
With Picnic Day happening tomorrow, there's a lot of exciting stuff planned for the day.
Yeah, so Sakura made the trip to Davis this morning to meet up with the UC Davis Majorettes and get a little preview of their weekend performance.
Well, one thing about UC Davis students is that if they want something, they're going to make it happen. That's exactly what happened here for the UC Davis Majorettes. We had students on campus, 2 of the founders you're seeing in this dance right now, who wanted a Majorette team on campus, so they set out and made it happen. Now that team has grown to a performance group of 4, and the team is growing even more. They just had auditions, and they're adding to the mix. but you will be able to see these 4 performers taking the parade at UC Davis Picnic Day. Now, this is a massive tradition here in Davis. The annual Picnic Day parade is kicking off tomorrow at 10:15, and these lovely ladies will be stealing the show. This morning, I'm joined with Coach Nye, the coach for this team. Good morning.
Good morning, how are you?
So we're excited to see them perform at Picnic Day. Tell us a little bit about the style and the dance of this team.
Yes, so they do just about everything, so jazz, lyrical, hip hop, ballet even. So they do even acrobatics we add into it. So they have a full range of tools that they can use for dance. And so tomorrow will be a good example of all of that. They'll have good energy, great, just performance energy, yeah, for sure.
And you're leading this team. You were once a majorette at a different university, and now you're the coach here. Tell us a little bit about, seeing these students really show an interest in having a majorette team on campus and then bringing you in. What's the experience been like so far?
Yeah, so HBCU, this was first founded in HBCU style, so it's definitely new to be in California. So just my own experience when I was dancing, it was like, how do I still incorporate this HBCU style and not feel like I have to do it in a certain way? And so for them, it's a lot of, we're in California, we're not from the South doing this, so how can we add our own California style to it? And they definitely do have their own swag, so it's not fully the way how HBCUs are, but we definitely do have our own swag to it.
The West Coast flair is what you're bringing here.
Exactly.
And then I actually want to talk to some of the dancers this morning. So I'm joined with 2 of the founders on each side of me this morning. We've got Leah and Sade. Good morning, ladies. Good
morning.
Okay, so you guys really wanted a majorette team and you decided you were going to make it happen. What did that look like? What did starting a group on campus look like for you guys?
Honestly, at first it was really hard just because we were starting something new from the ground up, and at Davis they've never had a majorette team, but at first all these schools over here and so the West Coast were starting majorette teams, and me and Leah have been dancing since we were little, and we were like, you know what, we want to do that too. So it really just we just had to put everything into motion.
And you made it happen. You're performing at Picnic Day for the first time. What's the journey been like from the inception of the team to now where it is today?
I will say, at first there was definitely a lot of uncertainty, with where our place was here in Davis, but the Davis community is really welcoming, and we're very thankful for that. And also, I'm sorry, what was the question?
See, I interview them after they do all the dancing when they're out of breath because I am evil. But tell us a little bit about where the team is now and where are you looking to take it in the future?
So the team right now, we just got out of tryouts, so we just welcomed some new members to the team, which is very exciting. Right now, we're just kind of getting ready for performances this quarter and football season. We're really excited for that. And I will say, down the future, we would love for a majorette team to be considered an official athletics team at UC Davis, so that is definitely our long-term goal.
Hey, if I know anything about these girls that have been dancing all morning long, I'm not kidding, they've been dancing for about an hour straight this morning. They are determined and they will make things happen. So if you want to check them out at the UC Davis Picnic Day Parade, you can stop by tomorrow at 10:15 and they'll be leading the charge.